The 74th session of the United Nations General Assembly kicked off here in the city of New York, with the two issues being thrust to the fore. SDG number 3 that talks about universal healthcare and SDG number 13 that addresses climate change. We saw world leaders urging for more actions to be taken to curb climate change, saying that it is one of the biggest threats that is facing humanity in the 21st century.
This is not a climate talk summit. We have had enough talk. This is not a climate negotiating summit, because we don't negotiate with nature. This is a climate action summit.
From the smallest to the biggest of nations, a parade of world leaders thronged the United Nations headquarters for the annual United Nations General Assembly. And as the leaders trooped to the UN, they were faced with a grave reality. The world is becoming hotter, the sea tides are rising, and the ice glaciers in the Antarctica are melting faster than any other time in the history, yet the implementation of the Paris Agreement on climate action is lagging behind.
People are suffering, people are dying, entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you?
UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres called for concrete actions on climate to deal with what he termed as the biggest threat facing humanity today.
The biggest cost is subsidizing a dying fossil fuel industry, building more and more coal power plants, and denying what is plain as day, that we are in a deep climate hole, and to get out, we must first stop digging.
A UN report launched during the meeting by Oxfam indicates that 48 least developed countries in the world are receiving between 240 to 350 billion shillings every year to deal with climate-related crises. President Uhuru Kenyatta told the meeting that Kenya has upscaled investment in green energy with a target to transition to green grid by the year 2022. All eyes will be on New York to see what exactly will world leaders say in regard to the implementation of various SDG plans before this becomes another talk shop. From New York, I'm Kimani.